So sunscreen could be considered a pollutant, but in order for it to really harm corals, it needs to be both toxic and it also needs to be present in concentrations or levels in the water around the coral where it does cause this toxicity. Now, really, there's only been a handful of studies that have been done overseas to test the toxicity, and as far as I understand, there's only one study so far which has shown that sunscreen ingredients can be really toxic. So the levels of sunscreens that we see in the water in some parts of the world, like in the Virgin Islands, potentially in Hawaii, at sites where you have really, a huge number of people in the water, you may get high concentrations of these sunscreens in the water at that time. I think the jury really is still out in terms of the toxicity of some of these components in sunscreen. Interestingly, there aren't a lot of studies that have been done on the alternative sunscreens that are being promoted. And so if you ban some sunscreens in preference of other sunscreens, there may be no actual benefit. So we certainly need to see more studies that compare toxicities across the different sunscreens types. We see a range of groups from tourist operators to farmers, right through to people who live in the cities. The awareness of the plight of the Great Barrier Reef and our other reefs is certainly increasing. And we all need to be aware to take care of the environment so that we can protect the reefs into the future. Clearly, climate change is one of the key issues. Crown of thorns starfish as well. We've seen a lot of damage from crown of thorns starfish, and water quality layered on top of those two other pressures. So it's a cumulative pressure of 3 or 4 major pressure types which are causing the problems, and they're the types of research issues that we've been looking at AIMS.